Hello there, this is the Bookkeeping Master on YouTube. Welcome to this video. In this video, I want to demonstrate how to do a bank reconciliation on Sage Accounting, which is part of Sage Business Cloud. I strongly recommend that you watch my other Sage Accounting banking videos before you watch this one. If you haven't seen those videos, just head over to my website, freebookkeepingaccounting.com. It's all for free. Click on free stuff, scroll down until you find the Sage link, which is here. Excuse the ads, and then Sage Accounting. And then scrolling down, I have a free course that teaches you all the basics about Sage Accounting. It's this course here. An introduction to bank transactions, how to connect a bank feed, how to import bank transactions, clearing bank transactions, and banking rules. Those videos, which are all for free, will give you a great foundation to the banking transactions and how to use the bank accounts on Sage Accounting. If you don't want to watch those videos, you're still welcome to watch this one. You may just be better prepared for a bank reconciliation if you've watched that content. Okay, so banking, bank accounts. Before I go to the reconciliation, what is a bank reconciliation? A bank reconciliation reconciles the transactions that we have on Sage Accounting with some sort of official document such as a bank statement. I actually have a free course all about reconciliations on my website as well that you can go and watch. So what we're trying to do is make sure the transactions that are on Sage actually match the bank account, that they're the same, that there's no discrepancies on Sage, that there's no accounting transactions missing or duplicates or transactions with the wrong amount. We're checking everything. It's this safety net to ensure that the transactions, the data on Sage Accounting are accurate. Okay, bank account. So we're going to reconcile this bank account. There is a reconciliations tab here. If I click on that, you'll be able to see all previous reconciliations that have been done for this bank account on Sage Accounting. There's no results to display because I haven't done a bank reconciliation yet, but let's do one now. So reconcile. This is where we want to go to start our bank reconciliation. And once I click that, you want to put in the statement date. So let's say we're reconciling to the end of October last year, so 31st October, and let's say the ending balance on 31st October is 323.24, and the reference could be like a page number on the bank statements or anything else that's going to help you when referring to reconciliations in the future. Okay, so we have our date, our balance, and our reference. So it's not going to let me apply this because I actually have some transactions ticked. And this is our first sort of troubleshooter when it comes to bank reconciliations. And that is, if a transaction's ticked, it won't let you start a reconciliation. So we have to untick them. So if we actually come out of the reconciliation, if I go back and we re-enter the reconcile screen, what you need to do is ensure that all transactions are unreconciled. So let's untick all of them. Everything's then clear and we can start our new reconciliation. Now you may be trying to edit a transaction in the future that's ticked on a bank reconciliation, so you won't be able to edit. The software stops you from editing that transaction. If that's the case, this is where you want to come. You want to untick it and then edit the transaction. Okay, so 31st October 2025, and the amount is 323.24. If we apply that, we can now start our reconciliation. So what we're saying is the bank balance as of 31st October 2025 should be 323.24, and these are our transactions showing up to this date. So Sage will not show transactions dated after 31st October 2025 because there should be no need to include them in our reconciliation. So we have our list of transactions here. You can see money received, money out, we have dates, we have names, we have categories, we have references. The whole point of this feature is that we tick off these transactions as we're checking, say, the bank statement, and in the end everything should be ticked, and we can click reconcile or finish down at the bottom here, and the reconciliation will be finished. So ideally I would have a bank statement in front of me, and I would go through the transactions one by one, and as I see them on the bank statement I would tick them off on my Sage. So let's say on my bank statement the first transaction is the 10th of October, Joe Blogger received 500. Tick. Great. Let's go to the second transaction on my bank statement. Let's say it's a payment to example supplier 1 for £300. Perfect. Great. So we would go through our bank statement, tick all of these transactions as we see them on the bank statement, and hopefully once everything's been ticked, what you're going to find is that there's a 0 difference here, and we can finish the reconciliation. Now if the difference isn't 0, it means something is amiss. Okay, so we have our target balance, so that is the balance that was entered here. So that's the balance that we're trying to reconcile to. We have our reconcile balance, so that's the balance according to Sage based on the transactions that have been ticked. And then the difference between them is 0, so they're both 32324. If one of these wasn't ticked, let's say this one here, what you're going to find is that there is a difference of 500 because the reconcile balance, what I've ticked, comes to a different balance to the target balance. Now this is as complicated as it gets when it comes to bookkeeping, so if this is quite hard to grasp, then feel free to leave a comment below and I'll help you. Rewatch the video. If you need one-to-one training, I offer that too. Details are on my website. Okay, so we have a difference of 0. If that's the case, we can then click finish and the reconciliation is complete. Now if I go back to the bank account and click on that reconciliations tab, you'll see my name, the Bookkeeping Master, Samuel Morton, the date is completed, and the closing balance was 32324. Now ideally we would do the next reconciliation starting 1st November 2025, perhaps to the end of November, so the reconciliations should follow in order. And let's do that. So if I click on reconcile to start the next reconciliation, make sure I click unreconcile all. Put in the date, so this is 30th of November 2025, and let's say the ending balance is now 82324, and we can put in whatever reference. If I click apply, it will then show all unreconciled transactions to this date, which can be ticked against my reconciliations. Now, there is nothing showing, and I have a difference here of 500. So the target balance is 82324 as per the statement. The reconcile balance is 32324 because nothing has been ticked since my previous reconciliation. So I have this £500 difference. Why is that? Well, it's likely because I'm missing a transaction or transactions. So I would refer to my bank statement, and let's say in this case that one transaction was showing on the bank statements for November 25, and it was a payment received of £500, dollars, euros, whatever your currency is. That transaction is not showing on here. I can't tick it. If it's not showing on here, it likely means it's not on Sage. So we found a discrepancy. There's a missing transaction. So I can go and add that transaction. So let's save this before I leave. So save for later. And then let's go to banking where I am, new entry. Let's do a sales receipt. So I'm entering the transaction that's missing. Let's say it's from this customer here, paid into the bank account, and it was the 15th of November 2025 for 500. So let's save that. And that's now on the system. I can go back to my reconciliation by clicking reconcile here, or if I click on reconciliations, I can see my current draft and I can click on it here and start this way. Okay, so we now have this transaction showing, example customer limited 500. Let's tick that. The missing transaction is now on Sage and ticked. We have a difference of 0, so I can finish the reconciliation. That is done. If I go to the bank account, click on reconciliations, you can see I now have 2 reconciliations. So this is the basics of doing a bank reconciliation on Sage Accounting. Now you may, and you're very likely to run into some challenges when it comes to reconciliations. Let's go through some of those challenges. So let's now say we're reconciling December. Hold on a sec. It's easy to fall into this trap. Let's just reload this. You need to unreconcile all. It's a bit annoying. And then put in the date. Okay, so let's say we're reconciling to 116789. If I click apply. Okay. So let's say we can't reconcile to this balance. There's a difference here. This is going to be your most common frustration, your most common issue. What do you do if, say, you've ticked your transactions and you still can't get things to balance? Well, the first thing you should do is double check what you've ticked. So go through the statements again, untick everything, tick them again, because you may have made an error in your reconciliation. If there's still a difference here, then it is likely one of the following. Number 1, there is a transaction missing. So even though you've double checked, there could be a transaction missing on Sage. So you need to identify that transaction, add it to the software, tick it. Hopefully you then balance, there's no difference, and you can reconcile. Another issue is something that you've ticked. Another common problem is something that you've ticked actually has the wrong amount. So it could be that the date is right, the name is right, but the amount is wrong. So you've seen perhaps the date and the customer or supplier, you've ticked it without fully looking at the transaction line. So double check the amounts on everything you've ticked. Another common problem when it comes to reconciliations and them not reconciling, having a 0 difference, is duplicates. So it could be that there is a duplicate. You've ticked something twice because it's been put onto the system twice. So check that. Another issue that may happen is that the starting balance is wrong. So when you come down to the bottom here, check that this starting balance here, which is the balance from the previous reconciliation, is correct. Because it could be that something's gone wrong somewhere and that this starting balance isn't right. If the starting balance isn't right according to bank statement, then there is going to be a difference here. Now, if you're really struggling with this, I do offer bookkeeping services, including reconciliations, so you can get in contact. But this is the basics of bank reconciliations. If this video has been helpful, please like, please subscribe. Please leave your questions below. I have plenty more videos on my website about Sage Accounting and about bookkeeping and accounting in general. Thank you for watching.